Speaker, I rise today in support of the Great American Outdoors Act. Protecting wilderness reflects the best values of Oregon: environmental protection, stewardship of our land, and community partnership. The Land and Water Conservation Fund represents a bipartisan commitment to safeguarding natural areas and providing recreation opportunities in the prized outdoor areas that make places in Northwest Oregon, like Ecola State Park and the Tualatin National Wildlife Refuge, so special. Unfortunately, the program has faced significant instability in recent years, limiting the long-term planning needed for meaningful conservation efforts. Last month, I joined my colleagues on the Select Committee on the Climate Crisis in releasing a bold, comprehensive, science-based climate action plan. Our plan for solving the climate crisis recognizes the value of public lands and healthy ecosystems in sequestering carbon dioxide and promoting biodiversity, and calls for full and permanent funding for the Land and Water Conservation Fund. The Great American Outdoors Act will help mitigate the climate crisis and protect the natural beauty and robust habitats that fish and wildlife depend on for survival. And at a time when our communities are struggling to recover from the economic consequences of the coronavirus pandemic, a time when there is heightened awareness about the inequities and injustices in our society, including inequitable access to our wild places, this bill will boost rural economies and expand access to public lands for future generations. I'm also pleased that this bill takes steps to tackle our national park maintenance backlog, to support treasured places like the Lewis and Clark National Historical Park. Oregonians care deeply about protecting our parks, forests, scenic areas, and wildlife refuges, and this bill takes important steps to safeguard them for future generations. I thank Chairman Grijalva for his leadership, and I urge all of my colleagues to support this bill, and I yield back the balance of my